Tonight, a big crowd at UC Berkeley as the conservative student group Turning Point USA makes a stop right here in the Bay Area. It comes just 2 months after the killing of Turning Point's founder, Charlie Kirk, who was supposed to headline tonight's event. Our Amanda Harry is live on the scene there where protesters also showed up. We've already actually seen at least one fight break out. Amanda.
Yeah, things have been lively here. While that Turning Point USA event is still happening inside, protesters have been out here for hours. You can see them still here behind me. They have been chanting, just a very, very lively scene out here. While things have been mostly peaceful, there have been some tense moments. Earlier this evening, there was a scuffle that broke out where two men started fighting. UC Berkeley police had to break up that interaction. Later, someone was throwing smoke bombs and a car backfired, leading some of the people who were protesting to run away. The protest was put together by students organizing for liberation. Some students say they don't believe UC Berkeley should host a large Turning Point USA event like this one, but other people are happy to be here for the event.
Turning Point USA should not be here, and they are like a fascist organization, and nobody here agrees with what they are saying. And obviously Charlie Kirk has been a big issue with like a lot of college campuses and people on college campuses, so we just think obviously I didn't really follow him a lot, but knowing what he did and knowing the things that he was saying is just like vile and disgusting. So we don't want to support his organization, and I don't think that the Berkeley chancellor should have let them come here.
I love being involved in politics. It's something that's always interested me. Very conservative, and Charlie was a great influence on my.
Look, man, no matter what, if you don't like it or you do like it, you can still act like you got some common sense. What we're starting to see is from the liberal side, from the Democratic side, you're starting to see who's the crazy ones. Who's the ones that's looking like idiots? Who's the ones creating the drama? See what I'm saying? Like when we look at this, and I feel sorry for the youth that's coming. Some of the youth, a good number of the youth, don't have nothing else to do but to create drama and protests and stuff like that. Instead of putting energy into creating your life and making your life better, you feel like you need to protest. You feel like you need to fight, scream, beat people up. That's not what this is about. Do I agree with everything Charlie Kirk said? No. Do I agree with some things? Sure, for sure. But do I believe in protesting, fighting, beating up people because you don't like what they say? No. But we're starting to see a lot of that energy from the left. So who's the crazy ones? Who's the ones that can't understand what it looks like to have some control over your life? They're saying they're fascists. That basically means they're authoritarian. They want us to tell us what to do. You know why? Because you guys don't know what you want to do. You don't know if you want to focus on your life. You don't know what you want to do. You want to be a TikTok star, but you don't really want to work hard and be able to do something to change your life. That's the issue with the generation coming up. That's the reason why a lot of these people are so easily influenced and so gullible for when somebody says, we'll give you everything for free. It's because you don't have control of your own life. And you're scared of somebody controlling your life, but the people that say they're going to give you something for free, they're going to be controlling your life. So when you look at the right, the conservatives, they're basically saying you got to get it. You got to work hard. You got to grind. You got to believe in God. You got to understand the way of life. But at the end of the day, you got to work hard. Whereas the liberals are saying we'll give you everything for free and you can do whatever you want. It's a fairy tale. It's a dream. That's the reason why you're being targeted. That's what these young people don't understand when we're talking about the liberals and the conservatives. One is telling you to work hard and do what you have to do to make it to a position to where you have some influence, you have some power, and the other is telling you to be lazy and will give you everything. Which side do you want to be on? It's very simple. Are you a lazy person that wants everything given to you? You want your food to be given to you, your Section 8 to be given to you, free everything, free buses, free everything? If you want that, then you'll be going to the left. So it's looking like now when we look at this, you're looking at the people that work hard versus the people that don't want to work. That's what it looks like to me as a person with common sense If you see the people that are for the left or that want the left, they're young people that don't have a job, that has a bullshit degree, that don't know what they want to do with their life, and they're on TikTok every day, and they're mad that the world is not being nice to them. And then you have one side, you have young people on the side that understand that God is number one. They understand that we have to work hard and be productive people to make it in this world. The young people are the one of focus of the left. The left can't get the older people because the older people know that the jig is up. You guys have fooled the older people for many years. So now we have to focus on the young people because they don't know yet and they're the most lost. Because a lot of these young kids don't know what to do with their lives. A lot of these young kids want the free. A lot of these young kids are scared of life. A lot of these kids don't have a father in the home. They don't have the structure. There's not a lot of nuclear families, especially in the black community, the Latino community, and even the white community too. The man is not looked at as a strong image in the left, where the man is a strong image on the right. So what do you want to be a part of? You want to be part of a group that's telling you to be lazy? Or do you want to be a part of a group that says work hard and you'll make it? That's the difference between the left and the right. Turning Point USA, that's his own thing. But yes, they are more conservative. They teach about family, God, Charlie Kirk. But Charlie Kirk told it like what it is. He told you the real. He didn't go to you guys, these young people, and say, yes, you're right. You have a sad life. Your life is so hard. Everything's tough. He went there and told you that you got to get some balls and freaking work, believe in God, believe in having marriage, have kids, but you got to go out there and get it. I have no problem with that message. This is what families need to teach their kids now, because this generation that's coming through right now, you see what happens when the family's not teaching the kids what life is all about. These are the kids that have the problem of, you know what? Daddy and mommy did everything for me, and now I want the government to be my daddy and mommy as well. So that's what it is, man. That's really what it is.
Life, just how to live as a man and a godly man. So when I heard that they were bringing TPU here, I was like, heck yeah.
CBS Bay Area did confirm that 4 students were arrested earlier today on suspicion of felony vandalism.
This is just the crazy thing about this world. The crazy thing about, like I said, the young generation, we have to pay attention to them, because the young generation is going to influence the leaders of the world, influence the leaders of the United States. The young people don't know what they're doing. The young people don't know what career they want to do. They don't know who to follow. They're looking for somebody to give them something for free. This happened in the black community. This happened in the Latino community. This is where the Democrats focused on the black people, because they wanted everything for free, didn't want to work hard. That's how they were able to control the black people. But the black people are getting smart. They say, you know what? This ain't right. Right? Then they started to focus on the lesbian and gay community. Then they start getting into TQ plus. But you got a lot of lesbians and a lot of gays that are Republican that say, you know what? This ain't right. So people are waking up. So what we have to see now is that the Democrats are focusing on the youth. They don't care about the older people. They're focusing on the youth, and that's it. So if you know that as an older person, you need to start talking to the youth and respecting them, but also telling them how they can be better at life. Because if you don't, they're going to be looking for that advice from the government, and the government's going to tell them whatever they want to hear just so the Democrats can get elected. So if you are a grown up, if you're around younger kids, you need to start influencing them the way of hard work and being somebody and doing it yourself and not relying on somebody to give you something. You see what I'm saying? We have to focus on the youth. The youth is the people that the conservatives, the people that common sense need to focus on. This is why Charlie Kirk was so effective, because he was turning a lot of the youth and making sure that they thought with common sense. And that's why they became Republicans and conservatives, because they thought with common sense. Like that young man said, I believe in God. God comes first. A lot of these kids don't understand that God is number one. So we as older adults, we cannot shun the younger community. We have to help the community. We have to be there for the community. We need to teach the community, because if we don't, this young generation that's coming up are going to be the ones that put the Democrats back into office, and everything will go to shit again. I'm telling you, Charlie Kirk was an essential piece for the right. He was there. He controlled the youth, and he helped the youth, and he showed the youth the way. So the Republicans need to have somebody that can have that same effect. Because if they don't, that's the biggest, I want to say, weakness in the Republican Party is the youth. They have to keep the youth by their side, because the youth is the future. But if you let the youth of the liberal side come into play, we will have a Democratic majority again. So we, as older adults, even older, I'm 39, but I'm not 21. We need to start coming out there and talking to the youth, and letting them know it's okay to work hard. The cool thing is working hard. The cool thing is being smart. The cool thing is having your own. That's how we grew up. We grew up like, I want to have my own. I don't want nobody to give nothing to me. This generation that's coming up, that's here, they want everything given to them. So our duty as older people is to be able to talk to them and tell them it's cool and it's great that you're trying to get your own.